He kneels in silence, where blood has dried and memory still burns. The morning light does not comfort him. He rises with the blade that once protected his bloodline. From the edge of the courtyard, a silent guardian arrives. His armor gleams, but his gaze cuts deeper than steel. No words pass between them, only the flame speaks. The hall holds its breath. A hand rises, not in grief, but in command. The flame must march. He walks between stone and silence. The flame behind him flickers, but his steps do not falter. The line awaits. Bronze glints in the light, but it is the silent one who carries the flame. Above the gathering, steel watches steel. The wind speaks, but the eyes speak louder. The chamber hums with quiet urgency. A hand moves across stone. Steel meets stone. Water reflects what the sky already knows. He will not return the same. Ash touches skin. Breath steadies. The rite is not for protection. It is for memory. The rider mounts without ceremony. His blade does not speak, but it remembers every name it must answer. He watches the flame move forward, not behind. Across the plain, dust rises like memory. The banners do not wave, they warn. From the ridge, shadow watches light. The blade does not move, but it waits. He stands where the land breaks open. The sweat on his brow is not fear. It is the weight of what must come. The horn splits the silence. From the ridge, shadow marches, bone and blade, summoned by hatred. The blade is ready. The nod is silent. The flame does not ask permission. It moves. Across the plain, fury gallops. The banners do not wave, they scream. Steel meets steel. Sparks rise like prayers. The flame does not blink. He moves like memory, sharp, silent, unstoppable. The ground does not forgive, but he crawls, not to escape, but to rise again. The blade falls, but not alone. Steel answers steel. The flame protects its own. He rises not as a boy, but as a blade. The blade finds its mark. The helm falls. The flame has answered. The silence returns, but it is not peace. No words, just a nod between warriors. The horizon holds more than dust. It holds reckoning. The map burns slowly. The hand points not to land, but to legacy. The scroll is not a message. It is a burden. He rides not towards safety, but towards silence. The scroll taps against his side like a heartbeat. The fortress does not welcome, it waits. The blade sings against stone. The mask does not hide, it dares. The spears cross, but he does not stop. Between them lies parchment, but behind it, blood. The seal breaks, ash falls. The flame does not negotiate. The flame leaps, steel answers steel. The hall becomes a memory of every battle ever fought. The storm arrives, not from the sky, but from the saddle. The flame does not wait for permission. The blade sings. The mask falters. The gate breaks. The echo travels faster than the blade. The flame is no longer alone. The roar is not rage, it is desperation. The flame does not flinch. The flame moves with memory. The blade finds truth. Two warriors, one flame. The hall no longer holds fear, it holds legacy. The wind does not mourn, it remembers. The flame has burned through shadow. The sword no longer seeks blood, it guards memory. Side by side, they do not speak. The flame speaks for them, and it speaks of what must still be done. He walks not as a victor, but as a witness. The whispers behind stone are not fear, they are memory taking root. The scroll is not a command, it is a beginning. The flame now writes, not burns. He watches the valley not for enemies, but for silence. The flame has earned its breath. He writes not to record, but to remember. The flame watches, steady and silent. The hall no longer echoes with command, it listens. The flame has taught even stone to bend. The sword rests. The voice rises. The flame now teaches through story, not strike. He does not mourn with tears, but with silence. The flame honors by remembering, not repeating. The flame does not hesitate. It knows where it belongs and who carries it now. They walk not as warriors, but as witnesses. The flame walks with them, unseen but felt. The sky remembers. The valley listens. The flame no longer flickers. It endures. The story is sealed, not to be hidden, but to be remembered. The flame now rests in ink. The helm rests. The war ends. The flame has no need for armor now. He does not speak. The stone speaks for him. The flame is carved into memory. The flame does not need eyes. It burns for those who remember and those who will. The flame is ready again. If you carry the story, it lives. If you forget, it fades. Choose to remember.